day before Memorial Day, where a lot of Americans are out grilling hamburgers and hot dogs and spending time with their families. But on this Sunday broadcast, on the eve of Memorial Day, I want to spend some time discussing the history of Memorial Day versus Veterans Day and some of the popular misconceptions out there concerning the United States and our 240-year history from my perspective and my point of view. Because what I want to break down here isn't about defending Infowars.com or Alex Jones and my ideas. It is about clarifying where I stand on very complex, delicate issues. But I see some comments on Infowars, and I think these are important comments, where people are saying, you know, you claim America is this big evil empire, and you claim that our military's done all these horrible things, but then you say we should honor our veterans, especially on days like Memorial Day, that marks the dead in this nation's history, that number in the millions in different wars and conflicts. Now, for me, it's very, very simple, but I can see how folks get confused by this. I love the American idea of our republic. I am in love with the founding of this nation and the incredible epic things that took place. And I believe in the free market Americana idea. I am a admirer of American culture and of our past and much of the things that are happening in our present. We have been an exceptional nation, hands down. And so today I want to spend a little bit of time discussing some of the exceptional things we've done. And I'm not going off notes here. I'm just going off my heart and off my mind and off my memory. And then perhaps once we post this audio/television show to Infowars after we're live today, other folks can then add their comments about what they think makes America so great and how do we rediscover that greatness and bring it back. So I'm going to talk about the American spirit today, and I think that's embodied to a great extent by our veterans, especially those that are fallen, and their ultimate sacrifice. You can also say that America is illustrated by its inventiveness and by its exploration. And yes, the American spirit is also known to not be one that bends to the will of the corrupt or the powerful. And it's that essential spirit captured in the Declaration of Independence, 1776, July 4th, that is so antithetical to the globalist, technocratic, New World Order, top-down system of tyranny. So America never truly lived up to its great dreams and its great visions, but just the attempts to do it made this republic the apple of the world's eye and a model that others have tried to follow for over 200 years. The planet instantly was in love with America. The planet instantly wanted to come to the New World, especially after the Republic was established, and we have been exceptional. The globalists have been attacking everything that has made us rugged individuals, everything that has made us exceptional. And quite frankly, I want to see 1776 worldwide. And that doesn't mean American power or hegemony worldwide, but American soft power. And what truly made this republic great, the true core values that are universal and are in humanity, and that only one example of which was this republic. So that's what it comes down to, not exporting our ideas, but actually exercising those true systems in a 21st century renaissance, a new enlightenment, to where you don't have to conquer people. They want to adopt and also adapt those ideas and those systems that made us great because they work so well. That's why under Agenda 21 and Cloward and Piven and the Globalist Project, they must defeat America. They must use us to build their world government. They must use the Republic to carry out their dirty work and have our name on their system. So that first global government will fall, and then the new world government will come in on its ashes and on the ashes of this Republic. And I'm here to try to resist that. I'm Alex Jones. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this short break. Thank you for joining us on this May 29th, 2016 Sunday edition. It is the eve of Memorial Day, and I wish to defend Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and the American flag today, because these symbols of Americana have been seized, have been captured by the globalist, and have been used to sell tyranny and oppression worldwide, while at the same time preparing our republic for its eventual, total, and complete collapse. This is the essence of the globalist project, and I want to expose it right now. Now, coming up at the bottom of the hour, we're going to air an interview that I conducted Friday night with Tim Kennedy. Tim Kennedy is better known as being one of the top UFC middleweight fighters in the world. He's also known for being drug clean when most of the other fighters keep getting caught on steroids. But I don't really admire him because of the UFC. I admire him because I happen to know a lot of people that are retired and current special forces in the SEALs, but particularly in the Army, also some Marines. And they, across the board, say that Tim Kennedy is one of the most honorable constitutionalist people that they've ever met, and that he's also, hands down, one of the most dangerous, committed, versatile soldiers they've ever seen. He's basically the Army's Chris Kyle, but the Army doesn't allow legends to grow. They're the quiet professionals. And he actually worked with Chris Kyle, interfacing with him on a lot of the Army slash Navy missions. And I happen through other folks to know some of the work that he does. Let's just say it's the highest level of the Army in the most elite joint forces units. And that's why when he's privately, not told me anything classified, but privately, giving me intel that's important, that dovetails with my own research, I pay attention to it. But on the Friday radio show, he said, look, there are ISIS cells here in America confirmed. And they are looking at basically the DNC and RNC. And ISIS has said they're doing that, in the news. So that's how he's able to talk about it. But he basically pointed out that, yes, the globalist contingent in our government is allowing these people in so that when they attack, they can do just what they've done in Europe. They can take our liberties away. Doesn't make sense, but logic, is being exterminated right now in this country and worldwide. So coming up at the bottom of the hour, it's just a 9-minute interview. It's very condensed, very focused. We're going to premiere that here on the radio coming up. Also, there's an extremely viral video that I shot a few days ago dealing with the fact that Donald Trump has the globalist absolutely just scared to death, and why. And it's because he's mainlining the understanding that there is a shadow government. There is a global government being formed, and it's anti-prosperity, anti-human. This is only a 7-minute interview, so we're going to come back in the next segment, and I'm going to play it. But here it is, short and sweet. America never realized all of its dreams, but the dreams of our republic are the greatest expression of the Renaissance, the New Enlightenment. And that came out of Christians, to boil it down, that wanted to have an open, free society where you could still have any religion you wanted and not have a state-run religion. And who wanted to build a new civilization truly based on brotherly love and free association. And that's what caused the Renaissance. The United States was a project of the Renaissance and a project of the real Illuminati, not the false 1776 Jesuit clone they created at Ingolstadt University. And I'm not even saying it was a Jesuit conspiracy, but it was a Jesuit priest who then launched the French Revolution later. That's why they launched it the same year, right after ours had already kicked off in 1775. Our Declaration of Independence started almost a year later on July 4th. And it is that Declaration of Independence that is the heart of Americana, and that incredibly beautiful idea that just 10% of the implementation of it made us the freest, most prosperous nation on earth. And on Memorial Day, we remember the Americans by the millions who fought and who died and who believed in something. So yes, America's flag gets flown over corrupt things that happen. We've been captured. I want to take our flag and our republic back. Yes, our nation does a lot of bad things and exports a lot of cultural rot because we've been captured and taken over. The parasite that's in America and in Europe of evil and corruption isn't America, isn't Europe. But it wants to use us to build its world government again and then collapse us. And I know you know that. But we cannot allow this scapegoating to happen. The America I love created more than 90% of the world's modern inventions. The America I love was known for trailblazing and not bowing to tyranny and going and freeing the oppressed and trailblazing the end of slavery along with England. Yes, it was England and the United States that trailblazed ending slavery to a certain extent. It's back in Africa now and some areas of Asia and the Middle East. So that's the America I admire and love. It's the America that empowered women and the America that first got women the right to vote anywhere in the world. Same thing happened in England and Europe. It's the countries that came up with the scientific exploration and just almost every cutting edge system you can imagine. America is the leader. And when we went to war, we were the most feared because we defeated empires that no one else had ever stopped, like the British. So that's why I love this republic. I could talk for hours. I could talk for days. I could talk for weeks. I know you can think about all the great things this exceptional nation did. But when Putin says you're no longer exceptional, it's true. We are exceptional at corruption, exceptional at evil, exceptional at letting the IRS persecute patriots and veterans and Christian groups. We've become exceptionally fat, culturally and physically. We've become exceptionally lazy on average. But just because America has been hijacked and taken over doesn't mean then we hate the republic and just get rid of it and accept whatever the latest globalist fad is, because it's globalism that brought us to this low position. And I know you, the key InfoWars audience, literally the key people awake worldwide, understand that. But we have to get that message out to others. Here's what it comes down to. I see comments on Infowars.com where Joe Biggs was at the Vietnam Memorial last night after it got defaced. He went to report on it. He's there with our camera folks. He's going to be part of the big rally coming up tomorrow, so be sure and support him. Details are at Infowars.com and on my Twitter and on his Twitter. But they're like, what are you doing out there supporting the Vietnam War? What are you doing supporting all the bloodthirsty baby-killing veterans? You know, what are you doing out there, you know, you scum? And this guy gets in Big's face, and he gets back in that guy's face. Our country's been better than the others promoting freedom and liberty. Our ideas are the best. Our playbook's the best, even if we never implemented it that much. Do you understand? So I support the people that fought and died because they believed they were fighting for this country. At least they went out and did something. At least they stood up for something. And many of them were conscripted under the draft. And it goes on from there. I support people that care enough to come out and be there and remember the people that died. Because I admire people that are willing to stand up and fight and believe in something. And that's why it's hard for me to sit here and even talk about this without getting tears in my eyes. Because I think about all my family that have been in the military and what good, straight, strong, hard-working people they are. And then I could call them at 3 a.m. if I needed them to come to my house and help me. If I had a leak in the roof or I was sick. And I think about the rest of the public and all the scum and the chicken necks that come out and spit on the veterans and spit on our reporters and attack us and laugh when a police horse falls down because they run into it and it breaks its leg and they celebrate. Let me tell you, if I got to choose sides, I'm going to choose the military and I'm going to choose the police and I'm going to choose what's left of America, because I'm here to tell you the globalists are trying to throw this country over. That's why they show the bad cops. That's why they show the bad troops. That's why they promote it and push it, not to reform it, but to absolutely make us hate the military and hate the police and hate our local governments, because they know that's all that's left of America. And let me tell you, it isn't perfect and it's fallen apart, but it's still got basic ideas enshrined in it that scare these globalists to their very core level. And they want to strangle and extinguish the fire of liberty in this republic. They want to shut down the press. They want to shut down our inventiveness. They want to shut down our industry. They want to shut down our families and attack our fathers and our mothers and our daughters and our sons and abort our children. These globalists hate our guts, and they've stolen the republic, and they've used this great engine to take over the world while debilitating us and getting ready to destroy us. We're going to come back from break. I'm going to speak a few more minutes about why I support Memorial Day and why I choose America and this republic. And then we're going to go to this other special report. And Anthony Gucciardi's coming in. Stay with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Thank you for joining us. Anthony Gucciardi, again, is coming up towards the end of the hour, and we'll be hosting the broadcast, taking your phone calls on what Memorial Day and Veterans Day means to you. Do you disagree with what I've said? If so, I mean, what do we replace it with? Simple questions like that. But I also want to hear from people just about American exceptionalism. We were exceptional by every benchmark, by every foreign historian's eye. We really have been a special country. What made us special? And I want to rediscover that, and I want to promote that, and that's what I believe in. And that's what I stand for. And I'm not going to sit here and just give up on this republic as the globalists try to destroy our morale.